TT Productions, bringing adventures to audio. Now, where did you...
Are you looking for us?
That depends. Are you the Order of Panda?
That depends. Who's asking?
I'm Neveah. I wish to join you.
You don't expect me to believe that, do you? Oh, don't bother to lie to us. I know who you are, Lady Neveah. And it's such good fortune that you are here. You've been delivered to us by those who came before. You can aid us in our cause.
I will not help you.
You will have no choice.
There's always a choice, and I would choose that over helping you bring one of those beings to Traken.
Oh, my dear, you misunderstand. There are ways that you can help, yes, but we don't need help bringing anyone to Traken.
But I thought that...
Dear child, Kundar's successor is already here.
That's impossible. The source kept Panda at bay.
True, but his successor has been infinitely more patient. He is here, and you, my dear, are going to be his instrument for reclaiming the source.
No!
Where am I?
Glad to see you're back with us. Onowa, isn't it?
Yes. Who are you?
I'm the doctor. Not a doctor, mind you, just the doctor. Just call me doctor. And you're in the medical facility on Serenity.
I remember. I was shot.
Fortunately, staff here have said that the bullet missed anything vital and passed right through. Luckily, really, as nobody here appears to have much experience of bullet wounds.
A rarity in the Traken Union.
Yes, one wonders how they even get guns in.
I work in the cargo industry. I know all too well.
Do you? Well, there'll be no more of that then, will there?
No, Doctor. I believe I've learned my lesson the hard way.
Good to hear that. Now, I believe that there are some others who need to be taught a lesson too, such as the man who shot you.
Are you with the Fosters?
I answered directly to the keeper.
Seriously? That would be why Neveah was with you, I suppose. And why you could appear out of nowhere in your box.
Quite so.
If I tell you, what happens to me?
You will be allowed to heal in peace, and you will have my gratitude, as you may be able to help me save countless lives.
He was one of Kelestre's men.
From the Order, I presume?
Yes. You know about the Order? What am I saying? Of course you do.
Kelestre, you say?
He's their chief. A sort of go-between between their minions and the big guy at the top.
Ah, yes. And what do you know of him?
I took some of them back and forth from Traken. It was part of the deal, you see. Anyway, one day I managed to follow him. That's how I knew that their base of operation is an unused set of pump rooms underneath the plaza spillway. I snuck in and overheard Kelestre on a call. Except, it wasn't a communicator or a speaker system. You could just sort of hear the voice in the air. It was a man. He sounded like a Trakenite noble. You know, one of the gentry from court. He was giving Kelestre orders, and that little snake was bowing and scraping. They were talking about consular access, or something.
Did he give a name?
No, but it was definitely a bloke.
Any other details you can remember?
Only that Kelestre was scared of him. Like he was worried that the voice could kill him at any moment.
Thank you, Onowa. Rest now, okay?
Doctor,
Hmm?
you will get them, won't you? Help the keeper stop them?
Yes, Onowa. Yes, I most certainly will.
The effects of the ion blast will wear off soon. Quickly, get her into the chair.
What's this? What are you doing to me?
Ah, Neveah, my dear. I'm so pleased to see you fighting fit. We'll need that.
What is this place? Why are you doing this?
This is a marvel of modern Traken engineering, my dear. Brought to be through the instruction of our Lord and Master.
Oh yeah? And who's that?
A name not to be spoken to an unbeliever.
What is this thing? What does it do?
Ah, now there is a question that I would be more than happy to answer. You are currently engaged into the surrogate, and shortly you will feel its true power.
The surrogate?
Answer me this. Have you ever considered what it must be like to be your mother? Have you? I'm sure you have. Well, with this marvellous machine you can find out.
Start making sense.
Don't get needlessly agitated, child. It would only cause you greater discomfort.
You want to talk discomfort? Let me out of this thing and I'll show you discomfort.
Such spirit! Good! You see, the surrogate is a secondary source manipulator. Our Lord has cleverly found a way to tap into the power of the source and, as such, control it at will.
What? How?
That is not important now. What you may find of interest, however, is that we have only been able to hijack the source for limited periods, as this machine requires colossal energy. And its own keeper. That's you, my dear.
Me?
Yes. And what better person than the daughter of the keeper herself? Until now, we have relied upon volunteers from our very own order to sit in that chair. Would you care to guess how many people burnt themselves out in service to their god?
You are insane.
As the daughter of the keeper, I trust you will last much longer than the others did. Prepare her.
Stop! Just what do you hope to gain from this?
The source, then vengeance for Kúttner, and then who knows what else beyond.
Well, Hetreus, why did you summon me here to the grove at such short notice? And what a Vost!
Jacea, thank you for coming. It is of Vost that I wish to speak.
Oh?
Well, didn't his flagrant criticism of the keeper worry you?
You didn't take him seriously. This is Vost we're talking about. He was just venting his frustrations.
Was he?
Yes, of course he was. You know as well as I that he would take no action against the keeper. It is unheard of.
And yet, you yourself have had to challenge him on more than one occasion regarding his attitudes.
Vost is young for a consul. He is unsettled by the disruption experienced by our current keeper. Unlike us, he does not have a healthy respect for our past.
He has little faith.
That's as may be, but it is up to us to guide him, support him to overcome his doubts.
Of course, you're right. But I fear that he may have become a little too headstrong since becoming a consul.
He is still the same logical youth as far as I can see. But then, calling him a youth, I could just be showing my age.
You have always managed to guide us, Jacea.
Oh, you are too kind, Hetreus. I have become more fretful in my old age.
We all change, Consul.
Yes, we certainly do. But where I have become frail, you have grown much more confident. Indeed, in the last year alone, I have seen you take the helm of our consulship on regular occasions.
Now you are being too kind.
Perhaps there is no such thing as too much kindness, Hetreus.
I shall endeavour to always remember that.
Come, Consul, let us extend that kindness to Vost.
Yes, thank you, Jacea. You always did provide me with clarity.
And long may that continue.
Yes.
Please, you don't need to do this.
I beg to differ, my dear. With you, we can strip the Keeper of her power and transfer it to the one who came before.
If he's so godlike, then why does he need me to steal the source? Answer me that.
No. Initiate.
No!
Now then, what's going on?
You! Restrain him!
I don't think so. Anyone lays a hand on me, I'll blast them with my sonic disruptor. Now, step back.
We're not afraid to die, Doctor.
But I would hate for a stray shot to hit your little source manipulator there.
You are a fool coming here.
Very probably. I see you know who I am.
We all know you, Doctor. It was you who banished Kúttner so many years ago. You will die for your actions.
Yes, well, you see, I have already died. Multiple times, in fact. So, that threat isn't going to have much of an impact, I'm afraid. Now, will somebody please explain what you're doing to poor Neveah here?
You don't know? I thought a man of your alleged intelligence would have worked it out.
Well, I have. But I'd rather hear it from you. I do so love it when the villain explains his plans for world domination.
You vacuous imbecile! Do you really think I would explain anything to you?
Well then, allow me. Neveah here. Oh, how are you, by the way?
Just get me out of this thing, Doctor.
Lovely to see you again, too. Neveah has become a temporary replacement keeper. Through the use of this overriding source manipulator, you have used Neveah to temporarily hijack the source. How am I doing so far?
Mediocre at best.
Good. So, Neveah, who currently has the power of the source at her disposal, can redirect it where you or she needs it to be, leaving the keeper momentarily blind to the information contained within, right? Which would mean your agents on Traken were trying to secure the connection between this source manipulator and the main one, yes? As it was fairly obvious, they were not trying to destroy it.
Doctor?
Please, let me finish. You see, that says to me that in order for your little scheme to work, you still require the original source manipulator to function. The manipulators have to work in a series, to put it simply.
Very good, Doctor.
I'm afraid now I have to disappoint you. What I'm unclear on is why. I have a number of theories, but if you could confirm for me, I'd be ever so grateful.
Oh, come now. You've got everything right so far. I'm sure you can intuit the rest.
Mental projection?
Precisely, Doctor. Our master lives in all of us, in our minds.
Small seeds of evil planted through the gateways that your device creates. Blind your enemies and strengthen your army in one fell swoop.
Yes, Doctor. And when one of our number becomes Keeper, our master can coalesce and claim the source from within.
All very clever.
No! I won't let you kill my mother!
Now, Neveah, it is important that you don't get angry. You have the power of the source running through you. If you were to direct that energy at a person or an object, then you could cause an unimaginable hazard.
Doctor, I don't think
I have faith in you.
I'm warning you, Doctor.
I rather think it's you that needs the warning. Now, Neveah!
Ah!
Well done. I didn't think you'd be able to miss me with that. Are you all right?
Just get me out of this.
Give me a moment. If I disconnect this wrong, it could obliterate both of us.
I thought you said the thing was a sonic screwdriver.
It is. I have ball guns, but Kelestre wasn't to know that, was he?
Ow.
Are you okay?
Yes, just a headache. Oh. So, what do we do with this thing?
My vote, and it'll counter terrorism.
A little what?
We fight sabotage with sabotage.
Hurry, Doctor. I think this lot might regain consciousness at any moment.
Nearly there. Done.
Nothing's happened.
Oh, it will. Come on. Time to make a swift exit.
Where are we going and why are we running? This is a time machine.
Back to Traken, and because one must never lose that sense of urgency. Off we go.
Ow! What was that?
Stand back from the console. It must have been some residual energy from the order's source.
Is it dangerous?
I hope not to you, but it could be like giving an electric shock to someone else. A very big electric shock. I would recommend staying away from electronics for a while, and definitely don't cuddle any babies or small animals for the next few hours.
Not likely. So, what happens now?
Onowa told me that there was someone in charge of the order within the court.
Onowa, is she okay? Wait, you suspected a consul, right?
Correct. I think they gave access to the source manipulator chamber.
So, how do we find the guilty person?
They aren't strictly guilty. They become a host for a malevolent force. It isn't their fault.
That doesn't answer my question.
My bit of handiwork back there should cause an overload very soon, in fact. When it does, it will disrupt the psychic network that this entity has established.
And then what?
I'm hoping that this will stun the affected consul long enough for us to get him into the TARDIS.
Him? Vost or Hetreus?
I'm not sure yet, but whichever one it is, we need to get him into the TARDIS and put as much distance between him and his other parts until he's forced to disperse.
Are you sure that'll work?
Yes, well, maybe. I hope so. What's the quickest way to summon the consuls here?
There should be a foster outside. I can get them to bring him here.
Great. Quickly, I'll summon the keeper. And remember, don't touch anyone.
Yes, Doctor.
Get up, you fools. Where is the doctor? Where's the girl? Go, find them!
What is the meaning of this, Doctor? We are not accustomed to be summoned to our own chambers.
This is most irregular.
Indeed. Would you care to explain?
Certainly, but we need to wait for the keeper. She won't be a moment.
Ah, Doctor. Consuls. And my daughter, I see. I am very pleased you are safe. Well, then. As I've been summoned, I assume there is news to report?
Yes, Keeper. I believe our culprit will soon be revealed to us.
Culprit?
The head of the Order of Quandar, Keeper.
What is this alien talking about now? You suspect a myth to be responsible for the attack on the source?
No. I have the admission of a reliable eyewitness that the person responsible for allowing the Order access to the source is in this very room.
But you accuse a consul?
Yes, I do. And shortly, the technology that is being used to hijack the source will be destroyed. When that happens, the psychic link will be disrupted and our traitor will be revealed.
He's mad!
I agree. I'm not staying to listen to this nonsense.
Walk out that door, Vost, and we will assume that you are the guilty party. We only need a moment.
But this is preposterous.
Vost, you're looking a little unwell.
What? It isn't me.
We'll see. Any moment now. Come on, come on.
What's happening? Doctor, what have you done? Quickly! Deactivate the surrogate! Quickly! Give me that, I'll do it! Why is it not responding? Come back here! Help me with this! Help me!
Any moment now.
Ah!
Consul Hetreus!
Stand back. Jacea, Vost, quickly help me get him into the TARDIS.
But how will that?
Just do it, man.
Let me.
No, Neveah, we can't risk it.
Doctor, look out!
Did you think you could get out of this alive, Doctor? You may have prevented me from claiming you source, but I can still claim vengeance for Kúttner, my comrade who you mercilessly destroyed. I win this round, Doctor.
Oh, no, you don't.
Are they dead?
Quickly! Get the physician!
Keeper, I think your daughter and the doctor are still breathing.
Oh, thank the source. And Consul Hetreus?
No, Keeper. I'm afraid he is dead.
Oh, I'm getting too old for this kind of mistreatment.
Doctor, please explain what I just witnessed. Will my daughter be all right?
There is the residual source energy. Yes, Keeper, I believe she will. She has done a reckless but exceptionally brave thing here today.
Once she has received medical attention, I shall need you to explain what just happened.
Certainly, Keeper. And I'll warn you, though, it is a long story.
Stand before me, daughter.
Keeper?
As Keeper, I wish to commend you for the risks you have taken to protect this Keepership and all of the Traken Union. Your actions have helped save many lives. I have spoken at length to the Doctor, who has told me that you were instrumental in the defeating of the Order of Kúttner, participants of which are reported to have fallen into short-lived comas across Serenity and much of Traken. It would appear they were under the control of a malevolent external force, one of which we may never know the true nature of. The Keeper and the Consulate thank you and the Doctor for saving the Union from this threat.
Thank you.
However, it pains me to remind the Consulate that the actions of my daughter directly resulted in a death. The death of a consul. As you may be aware, this carries the death penalty under ancient Traken law.
What?
However, given the nature of this incident, I have chosen to reduce the sentence. Not premeditated, and in defence of others, I am ruling that this is not to be viewed as a murder. Therefore, under the current law, I am able to reduce the sentence to 10 years excommunication from the Union. To begin as soon as practically possible. Do you have anything to say to this sentence?
I saved your lives.
Yes, daughter. You were exceptionally brave, but the Doctor assures me that you could have destroyed yourself in the process. and yet you selfishly put your safety before others.
And yet, I have to leave.
I cannot make an exception in this case. I wish I could.
But where would I go? What would I do?
I believe the doctor has a suggestion. Doctor?
There is space for one more in the TARDIS, for as long as you need.
Really?
10 years can just fly by in a time machine.
Yes, yes, please.
Then it's settled.
Thank you, Doctor. Take care of her. I shall be watching to ensure you do.
I promise. Cross my heart and hope to, well, regenerate?
And the modifications to the source manipulator have been completed?
I have left instructions for the engineers on how to make final adjustments.
Thank you, Doctor. Fosters, see to it that the Doctor and my daughter are cared for until it is time for them to leave. They have until the end of the day. This session is adjourned. And Vost?
Yes, Keeper?
I shall speak with you regarding your recent conduct later.
Yes, Keeper.
Meanwhile, kindly fetch Foster Bronan. I have a possible promotion for him.
Immediately, Keeper.
Mother?
Neveah,
I'll miss you.
I'm proud of you, daughter. And know that I will always be with you, no matter where you are in the universe. A mind like yours shines bright in this darkness. I will always be able to find you. Continue to make me proud. I always knew you would end up out there, like your father. I love you.
I love you too.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh. So, where are we going first?